our third recipient of the Award for Service to Barnard is the class of 1963. The enthusiasm is just incredible. I was at this other lunch, and I was like, oh, there they are, class of 1963. I need to work on that for my class. We'll see if we can catch up. We have a little bit of time, but we'll get there. So Barnard class of 1963. Oh, and by the way, I'm clearly missing some amazing photos as I'm up here. I'll have to get them later. Barnard class of 1963, we offer heartfelt thanks for your collective and impressive service to the college. Since the Award for Service to Barnard was established in 1975, it has almost always honored an individual. But this year, we had to make an exception. We proudly recognize the entire class and the cumulative effort this group has wrought in support of the college's mission. You have built on traditional methods of outreach, expanded the use of online communications, and embraced creative approaches to fundraising and fellowship, especially over the past 5 years. After the success of your 50th reunion in 2013, you set out to engage 30-plus classmates in a vibrant global class council. This strengthened team of volunteers has given your classmates more ways to connect, personal and virtual, intellectual and social, and the result has been extraordinary, with nearly 70% of your class participating in one way or another, including increased financial support for the college, for which we are very grateful. You staged a celebration of classmates reaching their milestone 75th birthdays with simultaneous celebrations in locations worldwide. Yeah. Yeah. Along with a video toast to capture the excitement. The student recipient of the class of 1963 Endowed Scholarship was a special guest at the event, and this focus has inspired you to continuously break class giving records. You have also established quarterly expanded class notes, which includes all of the notes that are submitted by classmates for the issue of Barnard Magazine. And, not surprisingly, you have one of the most active Facebook pages of any alumni class, and a 45-member virtual book club, which reads and discusses 6 books a year. Yeah. A true reflection of class ingenuity and camaraderie. On the occasion of the 55th reunion of the class of 1963, it is with tremendous gratitude and an extra dose of Barnard pride that we present this 2018 Award for Service to you all. You're welcome. Accepting the award on behalf of their class are co-presidents of the class of 1963, Joan Sherman-Frelick and Sheila Gordon. Please come on up.
I'm Sheila Gordon. That's my partner in crime, Joan Sherman-Frelick. Joan is going to remain silent for now because, as part of our class success, Joan is the recipient of the Distinguished Alumna Award. She figured she'd have enough to say at that point. But I will start out by saying that it is fabulous to work with and partner with somebody who is as accomplished and distinguished as Joan is, and I tell you, it makes my job a whole lot easier and more pleasurable. So I thank Joan, before I thank anybody else, for this journey that we've had. And we are, actually, I'm not quite sure what to say after everything that Jody has said, but we have had a lot of fun. And we have worked in a number of different ways. And in some ways, to quote that Wellesley graduate, it takes a village. And yeah, no politics here. But, it's a community of people that is very important to us and that is part of the experience of being an alum, and particularly at our advanced age, and you know we're all around 76 now, because it was last year we were 75, though we, there's a special meaning, and I hope that the other alums can understand that you can have a stronger and more vibrant group of alums at this stage in life that is really, really meaningful and worth pursuing. And so we wanted to build a village, and we started actually on the strength of our classmates who worked before us and led us to a fabulous 50th reunion. And when we started, we wanted to build on that. And we were excited by the number of people who had participated. And we had a strong sense that in building this village, we couldn't just look for the usual suspects, which are often people who live within 10 miles of 116th Street and Broadway and who have done volunteer work. But we wanted to find suspects in all parts of the world, people who are connected, friends of friends, make sure that we cast our net as wide as possible. We didn't want to use just the usual approaches in addition to the usual suspects. And so we did a lot of the things that you've seen there, using virtual communications, using other kinds of things that would connect people and find them and bring them back. And in doing that, we also, and this is probably credit to Joan, though she credits me for some of it, we wanted to be strategic. We wanted to be able to measure what we were doing and make sure we were succeeding. It's a lot of fun, and it's a great deal of fun to be together with everybody now. I can't tell you how much fun it is. But we also wanted to know that we were reaching the suspects who weren't so usual, and we were making a difference. So Joan and I put together a spreadsheet, which we'll give you copies of. Joan is the keeper of it. I'm not giving her to you to take care of yours. And we counted everybody. We have everybody on the list. Did that person come to the last reunion? Has that person contributed? Has that person been to a mini reunion? Has that person made a phone call? What, And so we count and count and count. And we set a goal 5 years ago that we would reach some 70 or 75% of everybody who'd come to our 50th reunion. And Joan tells me, and you'll hear who she is and why she knows numbers, that we have hit virtually 100% of everybody who was at our last reunion has in some way or other connected with us over the past 5 years. And the most astonishing figure is not only did we stay connected with all those 130 people, but we reached about 50% of the others. And those of you who've struggled as alums and know how hard it is to reach people who've never shown up, that is a tremendous measure of gratification for us that we have reconnected with some people whom we may not have heard from in 30 years. So we are thrilled with that. And our sense of being strategic also, particularly at our age, focuses on the long term and on our legacy. And so, as Jody noted before, we are especially proud that our class scholarship has been enhanced and grown by contributions by so many members of our class, and that we will leave a legacy that will carry on in years to come. So all of these are very important to us. We hope that what we've done will be a model for other classes, and we know for our own classmates that it will encourage people to be more and more connected. And so with that, I would like to thank a few people. I've already thanked Joan. I want to thank Wendy Riley and Shirley Chirac. Is Shirley here? There she is, who were class presidents before us. I want to thank Linda Sweet, who has represented us as alumni trustee on the College Board of Trustees and plays a special role. Linda, I want to recognize our amazing team of class officers who I hope are all here. If they're not, they'll be fired immediately because we have new officers. Ellen Saunders, Frankie Stein, Sharon Flesher. You all here? Stand, stand, stand. Everybody stand. Everybody stand. Jackie Stewart, Carol Miles, Elizabeth Smith, Betsy Smith, known as Elizabeth Smith Ewing, forgive me, are the two amazing people who've helped build this notion of class council, which we didn't understand, into a vibrant group of about 30 people. Marlene Ruthen and Pearl Vogel, are you both here? Everybody else who is on class council, please stand. Come on, you know who you are. There you go. Atta girl, Susan. Thank you, Susan. Everybody else. And all the members, all the other members of the class of 63 who've traveled near and far to be with us, please stand. Woo! It's been an honor and a privilege to do this kind of work together, to engage, to connect, and to nurture community, and it's given us a great deal of pleasure. With special thanks, I want to conclude by thanking the Alumni Office, especially Gina and Kelly, and the Development Office, especially Don Williams and Amy Levine, because, again, as people have said before, we couldn't do this without it. So thank you all, and we look to see you soon.